Hi everyone, Candace here, a nurse practitioner from Hometown Primary Care here. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about the decisions that have been made to change from a hybrid direct primary care clinic to a only direct primary care clinic. That is just 100% direct primary care memberships. So with that change, it was actually made for a couple of reasons. So first, you guys all know that the world and our healthcare system is in shambles right now. You can ask any patient, any healthcare provider, we all feel the same way. It is just going up, prices are getting outrageous, and reimbursements have went down every single year. That is also especially hard in an economy where small businesses are having a really hard time staying alive. Now, I own a private practice that has been hybrid, so we took some insurances and then we've done direct primary care memberships. Over the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, things have just gotten way harder. With the cost of everything going up, with reimbursement going down from insurances, and just the way that the healthcare system is currently, I decided that we are going to go 100% direct primary care starting July 1st of 2026. I feel like this is very exciting. I am sad that I may lose patients because of this, but I think this is the best way to practice as a primary care provider anyway, and that is why I opened it as a direct primary care hybrid. I was trying to make it where some of the insurances who at least reimbursed at a decent rate were included, because I knew that people either don't know about direct primary care or they are a little skittish because they're like, I'm still paying for insurance, why would I pay that as well? So with that, that's why I thought, well, a hybrid model is a better model. Then slowly but surely, I have definitely understood why people do just direct primary care. So for my patients, I feel like it is best because that will be the best way that I can spend the most time with them. It is longer visits. I usually spend about 20 to 30 minutes in with patients that are returning or follow-up patients. And I spend about 45 minutes to an hour with new patients most of the time. That is how I've always ran it, even though it was insurance-based. But you don't get paid anything for an hour in with a patient. And that's not my goal, was being paid anything, but also it's a small business. So I do have to make money to be able to keep the doors open and the lights on and my home. So with that, I spend the time that the direct primary care model allows in the insurance-based model. And so my patients know me, they understand that I'm there to hear them, to help them, to try to get to the bottom of what is going on. If that's hormones, if that's weight loss, if that's diabetes, if that's just feeling really tired and not knowing why, we try to work together to get to the bottom of it. Now, with a insurance model, it's in and out. You've got to get patients in, you got to get patients out, because reimbursement rates are so low that most of the time, and they take so long, that most of the time you will not see that payment. On average, they have like 90 days, but on average it's like 43 days currently is what is being said. So that's the average of from the time I see you to the time that I will get reimbursed for seeing you. So sometimes we won't get paid much at all. I've gotten checks as low as like 19 cents. That's why I decided, okay, we're going to go direct primary care completely. Now, this is a tough decision because I know I will lose patients. I also want to be real honest and let you know that yes, I've always thought this is the best way to care for my patients. And this is the easiest, most simplistic way that you can get the care that you need. But as well, it is the only way that I am going to be able to make the type of income to pay staff, keep everything going at the clinic and in our home. I haven't really shared a lot about this except in the rooms with my patients. But financially, this clinic has completely and totally drained every bit of our savings. We have had some very hard financial decisions that we have had to make. We have come close to losing our home. We have lost a vehicle because I wanted to care for my community. I don't tell you any of this to make anyone feel bad, but I'm telling you this because in the model of insurance care, even large companies are having to close clinics. Companies that have corporate backing. We don't have that. It is what we make off of your insurance that keeps everything going, and what we make off of the memberships. Now, I want to care for everyone in our community to the best of my ability. But that means I had to make the tough choice to go all in for direct primary care and continue seeing the patients who can change over to direct primary care and understands the model, rather than trying to stay open 6 more months and then having to close the doors because insurance is still not reimbursing and I am unable to keep paying for my house and the clinic. Now, the exciting things about direct primary care and what I love about it is the relationship between myself and the patients. There's no middleman. It has the capability of getting to the root of what is going on for each patient. And we have the time to spend. We also get to see you as little or as often as you need to be seen. And that can be every day of the month if you need that. But as well, that means that you can text and be like, hey, such and such is going on. Maybe I need an appointment. And I can see you the same day or the next morning if it's late in the day. That means you don't have to go to urgent care. That eliminates co-pays. That eliminates your co-insurance. That eliminates the deductibles for primary care or urgent care. I don't know how much each of you spend every month going to urgent care and having all of these deductibles, but I can tell you that it's only $2.67 a day to have direct primary care as a single person. It's even cheaper if you have a family. A family is like $1.68 a day, I think, or $1.38 a day. I did the math a few days ago. But that is all of your primary care needs, which is about 70% of the things you need. Yes, you need insurance or some sort of plan to be able to go to the ER, to have surgery for specialists. But that doesn't have to be the most expensive plan your employer offers. Now, there are health savings accounts. There are health shares that you can become part of. There are high deductible plans, and there are catastrophic plans. I know not everyone can do that in July because that's not open enrollment, and I completely understand that. But what I'm saying is this gives you time to look into this and see what you might want to do for the next open enrollment. Now, we have some people who do health insurance for a living that we can get you in contact with if you don't know where to start. But as well, if you look at your insurance plans from your employer and you go to a higher deductible plan or a high deductible plan, that can decrease what comes out of your check as well every payday. So I would say shop around, look and see what there is. If this is something that you want to continue to see or be seen at our clinic and you want to continue seeing me. I will tell you the great thing about direct primary care is going to be that you can have sutures. You can get any laceration repair. That is a repair that we are able to do in primary care or urgent care. You can have flu, COVID, strep, RSV, urine testing for a UTI or for pregnancy. We can do abscess, incision and drainage. We can do all of the things that you are seeing in urgent care. We don't have capability for imaging, so you would be sent out for that. But there are many places that have cash-based imaging. But if you do need to use your insurance, you can still use it outside of our facility. So if you need lab work that is not covered in your direct primary care membership, which there is one set of preventative labs a year covered, you can do that through your insurance. You can get your x-rays, your CTs, your MRIs, see specialists, get your medication all through your insurance still. You just can't be seen in our clinic for insurance. Now, I would love to say that this is going to make it where nobody has any questions, but you're still going to have questions, and I'm here to answer them. So please either reach out to us at the clinic. You can call us at 405-591-3584. You can go online and read our website and see if your questions can be answered there. That's www.thehometownprimarycare.com. Or you are more than welcome to set up a time to come talk to me. And we can just find out what your fears are, what your concerns are, and you can ask me any questions that you have. We're also going to be doing some open house events over the next 2 months prior to going 100% direct primary care to answer any questions. Our first one is set up for May 7th, and you can check that out on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page to find out. I think we're going to do it from 6 to 8 that evening. We are going to do another one in June that's like 5:30 to 7:30. That way we can try to get everyone. One's going to be on a Tuesday night, one's going to be on a Thursday night. You can come have some refreshments. We'll be able to look at the clinic and you can talk to me, and we'll open up the floor for questions. So I just wanted to come on and talk to you a little bit more about what our decision was, and that it's not only about what is best for us, it is also about what is best for you. And we are always trying to be mindful of what is best for our patients and for our family.